going on, everyone? My name is Max Chesnut from ExploreWithMax on Instagram. Today we're here at Birmingham, UK. We have something called Edit Off, where we get two editors, photographers, creatives of any kind to go one-on-one editing 2 images, 5 minutes per image. They choose their program, no plugins, no presets, nothing like that. It is just pure creativity. We have some great brands supporting us on this endeavor. We have Sony, Spiffy Gear, ISO monitors, as well as a few other great things. We also have Sennheiser providing the mics, and then we have Zion Crane providing the support for the gimbals. I'm so excited to be a part of this, and we want to make this bigger and better each and every year, so come and support us today.
Hi everybody, I'm Kotak, and here we are at the photography show in Birmingham. I'm here with Joanna Claire. Joanna and I will have 2 pictures and we'll have 5 and 2.5 minutes to edit them. We don't know what they are, so we're completely out of our element. I'm excited.
I'm scared.
Okay, let's do it. Alright, so here we go. The image is in camera raw, and usually at this stage it's really good to make some changes, so I am going to warm this picture up. Let's see what happens if I move the exposure, the contrast. Let's bring back some of those blues and the highlights because they're really pretty. And bring back some of the shadows. So I'm kind of flattening this image out right now. I'm not sure what to do because if I'm honest with you, I think this is the first time I'm ever photoshopping a car. But I'm not going to let that hold me back.
Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing is that this is not the kind of images that I usually use. I don't like the crop of this image. There's too much sky and too much bottom. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to crop. And oh, actually some of the sky's quite nice. Okay, let's leave it for that right now, and then we can come back to that. So it's a bit too contrasted at the minute, and I want to bring up my shadows a little bit. So that's nice. Let's get some light. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so just making that a bit lighter. Ooh, okay. I feel like we're getting somewhere. I like that effect on the sky. Let's bring that up a bit. Okie dokie, right.
I am going to just play with the settings because this is where all the information is. So let's make it more vibrant. Okay, that's amazing. Done. Open image. Alright, so here's the photo. I think now I'm going to go into hue saturation because there's some beautiful blues in the sky, and I actually thought earlier that it would be quite nice to switch it up a bit. Wow, let's have a look. That is amazing. I really like what the teal looks like here. Let me see. Pink. We could have a pink sky. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to go for this kind of beautiful teal look, and I'm going to open up a layer mask, and in here I am just going to brush away the color on the car and the shadow. I'm going to leave a little of it there because then it will like connect to the sky, but like just a tiny bit.
Let's just change the shape of this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of some of that edging. Okay, colours. Let's go and have a little play in our colour panel. Okay, so let's get some more blues there. I think something I really like using is sort of more of a blue palette, and usually I would get rid of those oranges, but actually they work really effectively with the rock. So I want to kind of utilise the red whilst also not making it quite as bright.
Since hue saturation was so much fun, I think what I'm going to do now is actually go ahead and try another little trick with hue saturation, and this time see what I can do with the reds. This is going to be a really fantastical scene, as fantastical as I can make a car in a desert. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's bring the saturation of that down. Wonderful. Okay, and now I'm going to use my layer mask again and brush it out.
Drop back into
okay, great.
Actually, I probably should have started the camera. No! Oh man!
This is not yours. So am
I did not do well.
Is that too bad?
I was literally about to like make it all lighter. I just need to like make mine lighter, and then it was like,
Okay, here we go. 5 minutes, and we are going to smash it. Right now, I freaking love this photo. It's such a beautiful shot, and I'm just making tiny little tweaks in Camera Raw, just to kind of like make the colors pop a bit more. I'm just going to jump right into my color grading. And whenever I color grade, essentially I'm looking at what the color does overall as well as locally. So if I see that a color works really well in a particular part of the image and not the other, then I'll just jump in and just kind of tweak it with my layer mask. But right now, as I look at this picture, I'm just looking at it overall. So I've taken a step back and I'm just moving these sliders back and forth to see what really sings to me. Let's turn this off and on. Okay, warmed it up. Now we're going to jump into hue saturation because honestly, this is so much fun. We have some reds, which I might try and amplify just a little bit. And, oh, what happened there? Yeah, and then I'm going to go into my cyan because there's some really dominant cyans here and just make them really like stand out and pop a bit more.
Okay, so this time I'm going to say more in Camera Raw. So I'm just going to, let's bring that down. So I'm just trying to I like putting in clarity in my work. I just think it makes things a bit sharper and helps the tones. And then what have we got going on here? Oh, okay, so that's actually quite nice, a bit bluer. Again, trying to use those blue tones. Right, so let's leave that there for now. Okay, so we're going to open the image. Okay, so the first thing that I see when I look at this image is that big red dot over there. So the first thing we're going to do is just clean up these red dots. So I'm just going to get a new layer, get my clone stamp tool because I always work on a new layer. Do that to current and below. And let's just get rid of that. And then we also have this giant dot here. So, boom, okay, so that just clears up. And I've also just noticed there's something by her hat. So, let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's see how that's looking. Okay, perfect.
Okay, there we go. Let's turn that off and on. Great. Okay, so color lookup. What is happening here? This is my favorite. Look, here we go. So, not many people actually know about color lookup when it comes to the presets that Photoshop has, but they can be super fun. So I'm going to go with that one. I'm just going to change the opacity of that to like 50%, and then I'll make another color lookup and just have a look and see what I can do. This gold blue one is really pretty, maybe at 20%, and again, I will just turn this off and on. Okay. Actually, something I did forget to do beforehand was a black and white layer. I'll bring that down. I'll just desaturate that to about 20. Make it maybe like multiply. Yes, look at that. It's a slight difference. Here we go. Yeah, so make that about 10. Okay, this is like a tiny little trick I do. You're hearing all my secrets now. Okay, curves. Let's jump into curves real quick. Just gonna lift up the reds. Oh God, that's too much. I'm trying to do this in such a hurry. Lift up the greens just a little bit. These are just like a tiny little S curve, and again, I'm just looking at what's happening across the image. Overall, okay. Does that look good? No, that looks a bit better. Let's turn that off and on. Bring that down to 40%, and now, what should we do? Cheeky little channel mixer? Yeah, let's do a cheeky little channel mixer. Right.
Okay, so already that's a much cleaner image. I'm going to go back into my curves. And I'm just, again, I just want to make it a bit more dramatic. So let's just turn up the brightness, turn up the burn. It's too much. There, that's quite a nice colour there. Okay, so what can we do with colour? Right, I'm going to have a play on this because you know what? I actually kind of like the colours that are already going on in there. I think I just want to enhance blues. So let's bring that up. No, that's way too much red. Yeah, usually my first reaction is to get rid of the reds, but the rocks are so nice. Oh, okay, so we've got a bit more turquoise in there, so that's just helping with our hair. And again, let's just go back into my curves. Just play around here. Ooh, okay, so I just want to make her stand out a bit more. And I really like the turquoise that's going in her hair. So actually, let's just utilize that. So let's just drag that colour and just drag up the saturation. Perfect, there we go. Because I love the colour of her hair.
Let's bring some blues in and tweak that just a little bit. Bring that one there. Let's cool this picture down because I quite like the cool tones. Here we go. I feel like I'm moving faster than the adjustments actually. Like in my head, I'm already 2 adjustments ahead. Here we go. And in the blues, really quick. Let's do that. And so it doesn't look like much is happening, but at the same time, the moment you hit before and after, look at that. That was before, that's after. Before, after. And now what I might do is just make the image pop a little bit because I'm really happy with that. And we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I feel like 5 minutes is almost up. Okay. Right, bring that in just a little bit. Bring the blacks in because I really like that. Okay. That's lovely. Okay. Curves. All the adjustments. And lift it up just a little bit.
So what I might do next is let's get another coves layer. This is where I'd usually go into Lightroom, but I don't want to jump into Lightroom. So let's see what happens if we just up the saturation slightly. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I'm just going to up the saturation and the vibrance slightly. Perfect. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of sharpening to here. Again, this is something that I usually do in Lightroom afterwards. But for the sake of this task, I'm just going to use Smart Sharpen. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just going to slightly, just so we've got that. Nice and sharp like that. Go on, sharpen, sharpen, sharpen.
So the mood I'm really trying to amplify here is like a lovely kind of soft blue muted vibe. Okay, just mute that and let's change it to about 3%. Let's turn it off and on. Okay, now I want to do something fun because I have a little bit of extra time because I'm quite happy with that. Let's see what happens if you do a hue saturation. Bring that down. Hang on with the science. Mute the science. Here we go. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, so the blues I felt were a bit intense considering that everything else was quite soft.
So actually, let's
And I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so we've got 5 seconds left. I'm going to group it, label that colours.
So actually, we've got
Ooh,
that's interesting.
That's amazing.
Ooh. We've gone like in completely different colour grading, correct?
We really have. You've gone really like red and pink. Okay, so there we go. We finished colour grading.
We did.
How did you find it?
That was tight. You know what? It was weird because the 2.5 minute one I got was way too quick. But then the 5 minute one, I think I still had the 2.5 minute mentality.
Same. So
I
it felt
did
like forever.
Yeah, so I did it really quickly and then I was like, I don't know what to do because then usually I put it into Lightroom, but I didn't want to like risk opening Lightroom.
True, true. I feel like 5 minutes was almost too long, especially after the 2.5 minutes that we had. I feel like that trained us.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 5 minutes. But yeah, overall I had a really fun time. Thank you so much, Max, for letting us do this challenge.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yep, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.
Guys, you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. What did you think of the competition? Let me know in the comments below. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button. And also, here's my Instagram. If you're interested in more of my work, my creative work, make sure to follow that Instagram. Make sure to share with your friends. And until next time, guys.